Hi everyone, it's Dave, Salty Cat Gaming. And in today's episode, we're playing more Warcrow adventures. This will be quest 2 of the Shallows of Mist storyline. If you didn't see the first quest, the adventuring party was hired to go into the mines, find what happened to this lost group of miners. We did find them, so we fought some undead. We did find one of the miners still alive. He talked about Samara, and we found more clues that Samara is some kind of big bad behind everything that happened. At least in the mine. And then we also fought some of her, they're like beasties, but maybe they're kind of like her followers that are also in the mine. So now but then we let the prisoner go instead of bringing him back with us because he's kind of crazy. He didn't want to go back and improved our standing with the criminal element in the city. We did. So now we're going to quest 2. So we'll see what the narrative is. I'll have to read it out loud, and then we'll go through all the changes for the characters before we get to play. So let's get to quest 2. All right, so just like last time, the intro, there's no audio for it, so I'm just going to read it out to you. During your time in Hawthorne Point, the city where we've been based out of, you have tried to gather more information about Master Samara. You haven't gleaned much as of yet, though, but you did find out that their full name is Samara Dithian. And they are a merchant from the Fortunate City who many describe as eccentric. That word can have many connotations, so you try your best to shut out the more unsavory ones right now. Samara has a long-standing affiliation with the nobility of feudum, as they were one of the main suppliers of musical instruments for exhibition, both in Hawthorne Point and in feudal territory. Rampant rumors on the streets say that their instruments are indeed something special, that they seem to almost play themselves regardless if the musician is skilled or not. But nobody knows enough to tell you more, and of course you've been discreetly sly enough not to ask about reanimated corpses or missing people. Just kind of keeping that under the rug. You're close to your wits' end when you stumble across the house of Leia Gavani? That's a nice name. The alchemist. When she sees the metal symbol you're carrying and hears your query about Samara, her lips curl into a mysterious smirk. She asks if you're also a follower of their teachings, and you say yes without batting an eyelash. You have finally uncovered a clue. Lalia knows Samara personally, and she seems eager to tell you that she finds their research fascinating. Believing that you do as well, she informs you that Samara's latest discovery is an underground chamber hidden deep in the forest where a great power resides. She readily shares the location of the site with you, and we bid her goodbye. You hurry to get ready and get out onto the road. The only real way to discover what nastiness Samara's up to is by trekking out there and seeing what's what for yourself. So I guess you can switch up the party in between, but I'm going to keep the same configuration for now. We might try, I don't know who I'd switch out for the elf. I guess the wizard. We might try it next time, switch out. But for now, I'm going to keep the same configuration. Oh, and to go over some of the upgrades, wizard, she has a perfume of protection. She's missed herself. She can remove 3 of those stain from your character or an adjacent character. I figure she's the most likely to build it up, so it'd be good for having it. And then the cleric, I got 2 pieces of equipment. I have a panacea, which if a character's knocked down unconscious, it'll automatically recover them without them taking a consequence card. I did find out if you have 3 consequence cards, you can't leave the city. You basically have to skip the game. And then she also has the Rosary of Losna. Discard this card to remove a state you or an adjacent character have. I figure she's my healer. We'll load her up a bit, so she's kind of ready to help.
The alchemist's directions take you deeper into the forest. Much, much deeper than before, and you perceive that it has changed, but only in the slightest of ways. You wonder if the widespread billowing of the fog has something to do with it, since these territories were blanketed by it for quite a long time. The trees are slightly curved on the sides. The moss shimmers unnaturally, and the air feels heavier here. The overall atmosphere is just disturbing. It's as if the land itself is waiting, holding its breath. Passing some wooded knolls, you find the foot of a small mountain and some ancient but still functional stairs carved into its side, and you recall that Layla described this exact place to you. You ascend carefully. Although the steps have stood the test of time, they are unstable at best. When you reach the top of the rise, you find an esplanade littered with the remains of buildings that are not of this era, and realistically, of no era that you're familiar with. The stone here is covered with lichens and marks, eroded by time and the wind, which seems to blow a bit stronger in this place. And the earth seems to shiver with a low-frequency pulse. On the other side of a broken arch, taking advantage of some fallen structures and archways, a ramshackle camp has been set up. This must be Samara's headquarters. Crouched behind the architectural remains and some underbrush, you observe what's going on at the camp. Everything seems to indicate that it has been here for weeks, perhaps months. There are boxes of trash piling up at the sides of the tents, fire pits, and a carved wooden table and stools. The space is encircled by several small tents, as well as a much larger one that looks to be a meeting place. Among the small tents, there is one that stands out from the others, a singular. This is most likely Samara's personal tent, judging by how the cloth is decorated. To one side, there is another closed pavilion, which is possibly a dining room or a common area. You hear several voices of differing pitches and tenors, but at this moment, there is no one in sight.
Okay, so we got the map. We got our interactions. We got 3 of them. So just like before, I'm just going to move these guys how I want to move them, because just move the characters forward here like this. And then we're just going to be kind of around. Maybe move them farther. Like, I don't want her there. Let's have her. Let's have the wizard in the background. We'll have the dwarf here. Dwarf and, my orc here. My dwarf and my orc here. So we'll just try this first one and see what happens. There's a pile of discarded boxes. So the Amazon delivery driver just tossed them here instead of drive on. Someone with some ingenuity could take advantage of what is found inside of them. Of course. You approach a group of bushes that are next to a veritable mountain of discarded boxes full of objects that seem broken and abandoned. There may be something useful here. We will investigate the remains. Since it's intelligence, we'll have Nira, our wizard, do it. All right. So she has 3 dice, so she'll get to count the hollow ones as solid ones. So she got 3 successes, so let's see what that gets us. Hidden amongst the rubbish, some yarrow has sprouted. That will come in handy. You obtained yarrow! If you didn't see this, so during the city phases, you can spend that to get so there's nothing left to push. All right, well that one's done. And nothing else pops out. So then we'll maybe reconfigure a bit and move like this, maybe. And then we'll check out this one. It's right by it. Elaborately decorated tent, possibly that of Samara themselves. Interact, of course. Inside the more richly decorated tent, you find a bed, a desk, and 2 chests, both brimming of scraps of paper and documentation of all sorts. It almost feels like you've been transported to someone's home office rather than being in the middle of nowhere. It is clear, though, that everything is in quite a shambles, as if Samara had dashed off in a hurry. Maybe she knows I'm coming after her. So you do intelligence or perception. I think intelligence is by far my best skill. So we'll do intelligence, which will be the same roll again. And I got another 3 successes with a bunch of exclamation points. You start looking through the mess inside the tent and find some strange items, but you didn't have time to really look at them with a keen, calm eye. On a chair, you find a glass jar of rather crude manufacture, opened and dropped haphazardly. From this jar, a thread of dark color spills from it to the ground, hanging from the backrest. There are a good many swaths of cloth that catch your eye. I've obtained torn cloth. Oh, 2 things of torn cloth. Well, okay. Who is, it would be Samara. Huh? She made the check. Oh, something's gonna happen. All right, we have some dialogue. You leaf through the papers on the desk and find the wild scribblings of Samara themselves, signed with their own name. Most of the notes are quite disjointed, and you have no idea what they refer to. Apparently, Samara is the one who's allergic to clarity and brevity and enjoys writing in nonsensical circles. Regardless, you manage to figure out that, as suspected, the merchant has been experimenting with reanimating corpses, aided by another master whom they call Progenitor Coral? There are a couple of mentions of an architect of the flesh to whom Samara seems to have a slavish devotion. In their writings, it is also insinuated that the corpses are no longer enough and that the half-elf is willing to go to the next level with his experiments. So that's interesting, because they said themselves, but then himself, so I wonder if that's the half-elf is Samara. You have no idea what they mean specifically, but the dire implications alone freeze the blood in your veins. You can also find a couple of sketches of a room and some notes pointing out its location. This is the underground chamber that Lalia had mentioned previously. Judging by the information in the notes, it's not far from the camp, and its camouflaged entrance shouldn't be difficult to find. You decide to keep all these notes as they could come in handy at some point. Oh, all right. So we got another exploration marker. Well, instead of an interaction marker, find one. Looks like that goes there. All right. All right, so that's her tent I just searched. All right, so then we're going to do this other interaction marker before I move on. So let's just... Okay, so then let's click on this one. It's a large tent. It could be a meeting place or a dining area. From inside, you can hear some voices. Do you interact? Yes. Watching your steps, you approach the common tent and stand near the entrance, which is closed. You hear voices from within, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. Next to the tent, there is a brazier. Next to the tent, there is a brazier and a few dry logs at its feet. I kind of want to listen to the conversation. Although you don't hear every syllable, you manage to discern that an interrogation is taking place inside the tent and that the person who's being questioned isn't the most cooperative. An exasperated sigh escapes someone's lips. Then one of the men in a horn headdress steps out from inside, stomping off in frustration towards one of the wooden tables. You watch carefully, and suddenly he seems to vanish behind some bushes. You consider following the man in the headdress, but you cannot ignore the pained wails coming from inside the tent. Those who have stayed with the hostage have decided to employ more drastic means to get his mouth moved. You can't just turn your back on someone being tortured. Enter the tent. All right. As you open the flap of the tent, several figures appear before you. They are, once again, the men in the strange costumes, the horn headdress, and the wicked mask. So that's what I was saying before. Like if you look at the minis, they're kind of like monsters, but they're actually men wearing outfits. One of them sounds the alarm, and his companions quickly appear, all wearing the same ghoulish outfits. As they face you, they emit guttural and threatening grunts as if they were animals. Filthy animals. Deploy a unit of intact and Space B adjacent to 108. Space B. All right, there we go. So we have 2 units of attack that basically popped up. So I placed 2 of them here and 2 of them here. We need to start our initiative tracker. Normally this is the initiative so that the 2 squads of attack, they go on 3, so they're a lot faster than me, where the bulk of my guys go on 4. But Zoka is wearing her dwarven or is carrying an emblem of Expeditionary Company 17. At the start of the combat, she can actually place herself on 3 as well. So she'll go on top of the stack and end up going first. Okay, dokie. Well, all right, so it sounds like she's the only one who's going to get a chance to do anything. Man, she's surrounded. All right, so Zoka can go first. I think I want her to, because she's got like 3 enemies around her. And she can do, I can do a taunt, and then I can displace myself. I don't really want to displace myself though. Yeah, I think, all right, so I'm going to do 2 taunts. So, what they effectively do, a taunt will let me downgrade all an enemy's attack rolls. So we're going to put it on this one, and we're going to put it on this one, and I'm going to displace myself here, assuming that this guy is most likely going to move in because he'll gap. That way the ones on that might be targeting her won't do as much damage. And then that's unfortunately all she can do. I'm going to wake up my system went blank there. So that's all she can do, which is unfortunate. So then she displaces 5, so she's going to go to 8. So she's going to be a little bit slower next time. And then we're going to go with the 2 units to dispossess. So we'll go with the ones without the tab first. That's these 2. All right, I'm assuming anyone who can attack the wizardess is going to attack the wizardess, since she's the easiest one to attack. Him on her, he gets, he rolls 1 orange die for his attack. He also rolls a black die, and he needs stars. If he rolls any hollow exclamation point, he'll add more damage. And then she, for her armor, is blue. Hey, it's... Yeah, she has a blue die. So, attack. So he's got, he got the hollow exclamation point, and he got 2 of them, so it's 3 points of damage. So she'll take 3 damage. She's only got 4 life, so he's done. This one right here will go, it's going to do the same exact thing. So it attacks with an orange and a black. It's looking for solid stars. It got 1, which I believe that was this. It got no hollow exclamation point, so it does 1. Let's see if her armor does block it. So she's still up. So these 2 have gone. This one will move up and attack her. Its dice are downgraded. So it's going to go from a orange to a yellow. And then it'll roll. And then, so it attacks. It gets nothing because it needs a solid. Then this one will attack the Zoka. So attacking Zoka, it's going to get its 2, but I've been doing Zoka wrong because she actually has a root. She has like 3 armor. And then if she gets a empty shield, she adds another shield. Okay, so this one's going to attack Zoka. It got 1 hit. And then Zoka has 3 armor. And if she gets an empty shield, like this one, it upgrades to a shield, so she blocks. I gotta remember, Zoka can actually, anybody next to her, so like the wizardess in this example, can upgrade. So she should have rolled a green die for her defense instead of blue, but it's all right. We're gonna let her be injured. All right, those guys are done. So they'll drop back down to 6. We haven't been doing this there. So then we go to 4, which is my other 3. So the next up is Ludivine. She has her aura already up, so she's got 3 aura already on her. We're spinning on the line that will let me move up the tokens. So technically I'm going to be going at a 3, so she's going to go faster next time. That'll be good, because then when she gets delayed 4, she'll go ahead of the bad guys. Then she's going to put another cube on to upgrade or downgrade 1 die from my roll. So that means that when I attack, I'm going to attack with a yellow and an orange. And then I'm going to use my last cube to attack. So then as long as I get an exclamation point, I can do a heal. So I did. I got 2 exclamation points. I actually can do 2 heals, but I got 2... oh, she gets to count the open stars as regular stars. So she has 2 attack, and she can heal 2 to a character. So she's going to heal 2 off the wizard. And then we'll do a block roll from the bad guy, who has just 1 black. He does block, so he will take just 1 point of damage. So that'll be this one in between. Takes 1. Right, and they actually attack the guys of the highest mentality. I had them attack my wizard because I thought that's probably what they do. But they should actually be attacking the dwarf and the orc. All right, so she's done. So she's going to move back to 7. We still have my other 2 characters on 4, so we'll have the orc go next. I really like him when he rages. He can displace himself, which is not going to help if I rage with that. Okay, so we're going to do 1 upgrade. So we will upgrade his attack dice, which are normally 2 orange. So it'll be an orange and a red. I'll do the 1 rage, and I'm going to attack the same one that's been hurt. And then I am going to spend a rage because I really want him to kill this guy. So he'll upgrade his other die to he'll have 2 reds. He does 3 hits plus an exclamation point. Which will let him, I either can give him bleeding or I can give him just another, let's do 4 points of damage. The bad guy rolls a black to defend. He doesn't defend anything, so he'll take 4. Okay, he's almost down. The wizard's turn. She has 1 point of damage left. So her skill card will kick in then, and that means she upgrades all of her defense dice. She only has 1 defense dice, but it'll go from blue to black. So I'll give her a little bit more ability to take on damage. She's done. So both these will go back. They're both 4. So they go back 4. They'll go back to here on 8. Okay. Then we continue the initiative. So then we go to the bad guy's turn again. They should actually be attacking the people with the highest vitality, not the lowest. I thought they would attack the wizard. Come on. So in theory, this one who's really injured will attack the orc because he definitely has a higher vitality. He has orange and black. He's got, he basically does 2. The orc, defense-wise, has 2 black. I block 1, and then, so I take 1 point of damage. This one will then attack, does the dwarf actually have more? No, he'll attack the orc as well. He's got 1 hit plus a hollow. He's got 2 hits. Versus the orc. The orc didn't get any defense, but he does have a special ability that if it's 2 or more damage, he reduces it by 1. So he takes an additional 1. So he's taking 2. This one then will attack Zoka. Now, Zoka is going to have blue, black, black. So bad guys attack. You got 1, 2. Zoka's 3 defense. She automatically upgrades. No. Exclamation point doesn't help her. She blocks 2. So the one's going to attack Zoka. He does 2 because he upgrades 1 blank exclamation point. She is going to block 2 because she gets to count both empty and filled. So she's fine there. And then the last one's going to attack her. It gets 1 versus her 3. Yeah, she majorly blocks. Now, the slow kicks in. So instead of them going back only 3, they're going to go back 4 this time. So they're going to go back to 10. So they're actually a little bit slower. And then the slow will go... Well, actually, the slow never goes away because now, as long as the little nearest things are floating by them, they're always... Okay, so that's all of them. We go to 7. So Ludivine goes... Yeah, I think I'm just going to have you advance your initiative track again. So you'll actually be at 6. So that means that you won't go back as far back again. So she's going to attack. She's going to upgrade by spending an aura token. So it gives her a yellow and an orange. She's got 2 hits plus that open exclamation point doesn't let her heal, but she does have 2 hits versus 1 defense from the bad guy. Gets nothing. So she will kill this intact. So he's gone. Then what she's going to do, she's going to get a free move. She has 3 moves. She's doing 1, 2, 3. She's going to start heading around. She's done. So she'll move back 4. So 1, 2, 3. So she'll go on before those guys. The rest of my characters. So we'll have the orc go next. We'll have him. I kind of want to do the same thing where I upgrade my dice, I rage, and I attack. So he will then get an orange and a yellow. Oh, actually, sorry, he normally gets 2 oranges. He'll get an orange and a red, and I'll spend the rage to upgrade the other dice. So he'll get 2 red. He'll attack this one in the middle. Seemed to work really well. 2 hits, which isn't the best. He blocks 1, so he's only going to take 1 point of damage to the guy in the middle. So it'll be this thing. He takes 1, and then he's done. Zoka will go next. She'll attack the same one. Oh, they're no longer taunted. That taunt only lasts for 1 round. Let me take taunt tokens off. So Zoka is going to... Should she re-taunt them? I guess it doesn't matter too much. She's going to move her initiative tracker up 1. And then she doesn't want to displace... Am I just going to burn 1 die? Oh, I guess I could taunt. So she's going to attack, move her initiative token up 1. So that way she won't displace quite as far. Although she's still going to displace 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she'll taunt. She'll just taunt this one. So he'll be downgraded. She'll attack this middle one. She gets 2 yellow dice. That's unfortunate because that's not anything. So no defense needs to be rolled. She fails on her attack. Then she'll go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because she upgraded 1. So she falls back quite a bit. Oh, and then he's already gone too, so he fell back 4. Nayra, you have your little floating guys that help you out. She has to specifically do... Wait a minute. Okay. So I place an air in, everybody's slowed, but then that goes away. I have to do a specific action to reactivate it. So, yeah, let's do that. I got a dark energy cube. I think that's fine. Because I can still use that to attack with. So we're going to do... we're going to upgrade her, so when she falls back... Does it really matter? She falls back. She has 4 initiative. Sorry, she's going to upgrade a die, and she's going to activate slowed. So she's going to slow... she's going to use this one to slow, so all 3 of them will be slowed again. So that means her initiative is going to be pushed back. Put that right by him. And then she's going to upgrade one of her dice, and then she's going to attack. So that means she gets 2 oranges. She'll attack this injured one as well. All right. So, she has 2 hits, and she can do a cleanse, but she doesn't need to do a cleanse. She has 2 hits. She has nothing she can spend her exclamation point on. The bad guy gets an orange and a black, or just gets black to defend. Gets black to defend. He has nothing, so he takes 3 more points, or 2 more points. Oh, dude. All right. Then she's going to fall back 4. So then we move this to, so my elf's going to go. She gets a free move. They always get a free move on top of everything else. So she'll tuck in right there. She'll start, I guess, she's going to need to attack. All right, I'm going to spend an aura token to upgrade my attack. So I get a upgraded attack. I will advance myself initiative-wise, so I only fall back 3. So she'll act as if she's at 9 when she falls back. I'm going to do 1 cube to attack, and then 1 cube to also upgrade both my weapon dice. So 1 for the aura, 1 for that. So for attack, she's tagging this one in the middle here. So exclamation and orange, that means she gets to do 1 point of damage, as well as gets to heal 1. My aura is now only 1, so that sucks. So I can't heal anybody. But she will do a point of damage to this one. So we'll do 1 point to the attack. And then she's done. So then she falls back 4. So then it's the bad guy's turn. So he'll attack him. So he has orange and black. All exclamation points, which are solid ones. So he basically misses. He is slowed. So to help me remember that, they're going to fall back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're going to go there. I'm going to have them all fall back, so I just remember, and then I can remove the slowed. This guy will go next. He actually has downgraded dice, so he'll target the dwarf. He does hit for 1. The dwarf has 2 black and a blue. Blocks it. This one will attack, so he goes to a regular attack. He gets 1 hit, and she blocks it. All right, so good. So the bad guys, I'm kind of like making sure they're not be able to do much. All right. Then we have 3 characters to go. We'll have the orc go next. He's going to attack this one. He's just going to do the same thing he did before, which is he'll rage 1, upgrade a die, so that way he attacks with 2 reds, because he'll spend the rage. Attack the same one. 2 attacks again. I cannot get better than that. He'll roll his defense. He blocks 1, so he'll take another point of damage. Slowly gaining. Well, I guess. So then he'll fall back 4. Then we'll have the dwarf go next. She'll attack the same one. Do I want to taunt? She's basically going to take a penalty for her initiative. So it's going to act like she's actually here. So I'll just have to remember that next. I'm moving her token so I can remember. But she gets to treat all hollow stars as full stars. Then she's going to attack. She's got 2 yellow. She's going to attack this injured one. I really want to take care of it. So she's got 2 hits. All right, so she actually hits 3 because she's got 2 exclamation points. So she has 3 damage versus his block. He didn't block at all, so he takes all 3. Kills. He's gone, so we only have 1 of these guys, stack of these guys left. All right, so she's done, so she's going to fall back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Letty, you're going to fall back 4, but you should have improved Yours 1. So you're actually 1, 2, 3, 4. You're falling back there. And then Nera, you... she has a line that lets you spend a dark energy cube. You don't get a stain for it. Then you can spend another regular cube to upgrade or downgrade a die. And then you can do an explosion action around one of your Nera that does like area effect damage. It just does 1 damage to all bad guys, but she gets a stain. I still don't know how to use stain right, so I'm just going to keep the current thing what I've been doing, which is upgrade a die, reactivate the slow effect on my floating orbs, and then do a regular attack. So she upgrades her attack to 2 oranges. She'll attack this one, I guess. She got 2 attacks plus a cleanse if I would have done, but I don't need the cleanse. So she has 2. He blocked 1, so he is going to take 1. One of these already had 1. So we'll just say it's that one. Took point damage. She's done. She's going to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we go back to the bad guys. One of the bad guys is gone, so we only have the 1 token. They are slowed. I'm going to go ahead and put them. They're going to go back 4, just so I remember. And they always go after. So, all right. We'll say this one attacks the dwarf. It has orange and black. It is just slowed, so it's not going to do anything else. 2 empty shields. It does nothing. The other one's going to attack the dwarf. It does 1. The dwarf has a blue and 2 blacks. And blocks. All right. So then they go back. Then it is my cleric's turn. Ludovin. She's going to attack this one in the middle. It's damage again. Do you want to build it up? Oh, I can see. I can do it this way. So I'll upgrade a die, build my aura, so I get 1 aura token back, and then make an attack. So I'll get to upgrade one of my dice. So it'll be orange and yellow. I got 1 hit, 2 hits, and I got 2 exclamation points. So I will heal 1 off of Nera. 2 hits. So bad guy takes 1. Slowly getting him down. She's done. She'll go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The orc will get a free move. He'll just move up 1. And he'll attack diagonal. He'll do the same thing he did before, which gives him 2 red dice to upgrade with. Does I do anything? Oh, he can use the exclamation point to do an... So basically 2 stars of damage versus a defense of nothing. So that intact takes 2 points. Almost down. He then goes back 4. So I'll go back there. Nera, now I finally know how to use you. You do. I could put stain on you. Yeah, I mean, you have plenty of ways to get rid of it. That might be worth it because I could auto kill that one guy. Or I keep doing the slow effect and upgrade a die and attack. I think that works better. So she'll upgrade one of her dice. So she'll have 2 orange. She puts slow back around this neighborhood. So it's going to, both guys will be slowed at the end of the turn. 2 dice of damage against the hurt one. She does 1. I would have cleansed if I would. So maybe she is supposed to just like be doing it all the time. So 1 point of damage. If he doesn't roll a shield, he doesn't. I believe he's dead. Yep, he dies. Okay, and then she'll go back 4. So then it comes up to turn 8. So we have the dwarf Zoka. Zoka's going to go first. So she's going to attack, but she's also going to... Is it only a taunted enemy? And adjacent enemy she's going to stun this one beside her. So it'll be stunned and slowed. So basically he's going to do 1. If he gets 1 success, he'll do 1. So her to him. 2 yellows. Exclamation points. So she'll do 1 because she actually got a really bad roll. She does nothing. She's done. She'll displace 5. Then the enemy will go, he's slowed, so he'll also displace 4. So I'm just going to put him there for now. He'll attack Zoka with an orange and a black. Exclamation. He will do 1 point of damage versus her massive amount of armor. And she blocks. Okay. Goes to Ludovan again. She's got her. She's going to do the same thing where she'll improve one of her dice. So she'll do an orange and a yellow. She'll rebuild her aura by 1, and she'll attack. She will do 2 points of damage, and I can heal someone within 3. So I will heal the orc 1, and I do 2 attack. So defense. You've blocked 1, so that's still a point of damage. Then she's done. She goes back 4. Then we go to the Zoka and Ormuk. Ormuk will go. He's going to move. First free movement. So he's going to come up here and try to hit that bad guy in an intact. He's going to do the same thing he did before. So he'll get 2 red dice. 2 hits. I can't seem to not be able to do better than that. No blocks though, so he'll do 2 more points. And displace 4. Nayra. Nayra will do the same thing, so she applies slow. She upgrades her dice to attack. She's gonna have to move. What's her movement? 1, 2, 3. It's fine. She'll move over here. She's got 2 hits. 3 hits, just 2 hits. 2 hits. He's got 1 dice to defend. He doesn't, so he takes another 2. She'll displace 4. Bad guy will go. He'll attack Zoka. Zoka. Black and orange. He gets 2 hits. No, just 1 hit. She blocks it. And he'll displace 4. 3. All right, I got a bunch of peeps all up at once. I actually think the wizardess has the best chance of killing him. So she's going to do the same thing. Oh, he actually displaced 4 because he was slowed. And he was stunned, which doesn't matter. He's no longer stunned. He wouldn't have done any damage to Zoka, but she already blocked it. And I moved him 1 because he would have been slowed. So she's just going to do the same exact thing, which gives her 2 orange dice. She's got 2 hits versus his defense. She didn't get any defense, and so that will murderize his face. All right. Contact. So I think what we're going to do, so combat's done. So let's move the bad guys off. We'll reset the wheel of time. I'm going to check out, I think, this one, just to see who's in the tent first. It's a large tent. Thank you. It's a very large tent. It's very nice, very spacious. Yeah, I want to look into it. You walk into the communal tent to see someone tied to the center post with their back to you. A pool of fresh blood is at their feet, and their general demeanor doesn't appear to be good. You approach with caution, measuring your steps. 1 step. It's a whole thing. Okay. Prepare for dialogue. As you creep closer, you notice that the prisoner appears to be wearing the same clothes as the comrades who were torturing him. His claws and mask have been removed, but the rest of his outfit is the same. You do not understand why they would have been so angry with someone who at first glance seems like a comrade. His face is now a mismatch of cuts and bruises, and blood stains his clothes. It also seems that one of his legs is broken because of the odd angle it is now positioned in. He tilts his head upward, weary but still defiant. What? Are you coming to finish me off? That coward Samara doesn't have the courage to do it themselves, eh? Whatever does it make. Just do it and be done with it already. When you tell him that you have no intention of killing him, but that you have come for Samara, his eyebrows suddenly crooks upward with interest. He tells you that he once served under them, but that he lost their favor for contradicting them on certain matters. Maybe they were married. Those like him are called intact, unlike others who are marked. You prefer not to think about what he means. The now resentful ex-disciple tells you the location of Samara's house in Hawthorne Point. There you will find a deluge of information that will incriminate them before various authorities. In addition, the hostage invites you to take a gander at Samara's experiments with your own eyes. Something about the way the word experiments comes out of his mouth makes your blood run cold. He lets his head fall back against the post and laughs, but it is a sad, tired noise that escapes his lips rather than a joyful one. At least now I can die in peace. To hell with Samara and all their madness. May one of their damnable demons drag them down into the pits of despair. You must now make a decision as a group. What are you going to do with this prisoner? Ooh. What are my options? Free him? Leave him tied up. Kind of want to free him, just to cause chaos. I mean, he's against Samara. They were torturing him. Wants nothing to do with Samara. Let's free him. You bend over to free the prisoner, who flinches slightly as you get closer. You help him to his feet, and he looks at you, thankful, surprise in his eyes, not knowing exactly what to say. Finally, he mutters a quick, "Thank you," and also advises you to leave the camp as soon as possible. You don't want to really get mixed up with whatever Samara's got going on here. Trust me. Oh, my slums affinity went up by 1, which is what increased last time. I seem to keep appeasing the slums. Remove the expiration mark. So that's gone. My little floaty orbs are gone too. So let's just remove all that nonsense. There we are. Well, we got 1 left. So we're going to explore. We're going to explore this next one. An outcropping of bushes, you can tell that someone has passed through them. Yes, I'm right. And more. Amongst the bushes, almost completely hidden by the undergrowth, you find the remnants of an ancient stone structure. It is so deteriorated that it is almost impossible to guess in what era it was built. After a bit of searching, you find a small entrance, a nook that burrows into the ground, and there are some narrow stairs here. You descend carefully, watching each step because you don't have much room to move either. A constant dripping and a distant murmur can be heard as if there were an underground stream ahead. You perceive that the air is different here, although you can't quite put your finger on what the difference is at the moment. Another set of stairs is now before you, and those descend further down, delving deeper and deeper into the earth. Although there are a couple of torches here and there, the lighting is poor and doesn't allow you to see much. The walls and ceiling are covered in black rot, and it almost appears there are pieces of something stuck everywhere. The foul smell is almost unbearable. At the bottom of these stairs, you sense that there is a door, but you get a distinct feeling that there is something you are overlooking. This may just be a trick of the light. Does it give me a test? Oh, well, we gotta put another. I mean, I guess we're just gonna go down here, right? Like, there's no... Let's do this. There seems to be something in the wall, but closer observation is required to know for sure. Do you want to interact with it? I do, and it's probably going to be a perception test. So, did I train perception for anybody? I did. This has 2 orange, but this is a red and a yellow. This is orange. Actually, she's got an orange, and that's why I should have trained for the wizard as perception, because that would have been... I'll do an orange and 2... Oh, I don't even know. I'm just collecting the dice. As you approach the stone wall, you get the impression there's something off about it, as if they're not exactly rock. You're not sure if your eyes are playing tricks on you, though, because of the dim light in the hallway. Perception test. Investigate the wall. But isn't someone skilled? No one's skilled? I don't know what to put. Oh, let's do this. So I missed that. All right, let's just continue to move. So we're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna move this. We might need to keep this. So we'll keep this here. So then we'll get ready for the door. So this marker's no longer here. I'll see what happens. Wait, click the door. It's a closed door. Oh my god, it's a closed door. Yeah, I'm in. It's a lot of reading this time. At the bottom of the stairs, you find a wooden door that has been eaten away by the rotten dampness. Because of this, it doesn't seem particularly sturdy, and the latch is rusty. When you rest your hand on the wood, the rock on the wall emits a glow that gradually increases in intensity. From out of the light, a silhouette begins to materialize before your eyes that almost seems human. This being is formed by pieces of stone floating over a body made of pure light. This being turns her expressionless head towards you, then extends her arms. Suddenly, you become paralyzed. Your vision becomes cloudy, and a stinging cold drags you down to a whirlpool where both light and darkness are intertwined. Your mind's eyes then are enraptured by a vision. You see several blue wraiths surrounding a glowing figure that appears to be on fire. You can't quite tell what or who it is, but it holds its hands out to you, a hand you cannot grasp. A mighty burst of fog floods everything, and the silhouette of a symbol is now the only thing you can see. It is painful to look at. The symbol is wreathed in red flames like burning metal, and it now strikes you where you've seen it. It's emblazoned on the clothes of the costumed men you've been battling. You then hear an ear-splitting howl emitted by 1,000 voices in unison, and a shooting star dies before you. The explosion brings destruction, ruin, and devastation. There's another flash, and the vision changes. The glowing figure reappears, and stars hover around it, warding off mist and devastation, binding it with invisible chains and keeping it inside an oddly shaped prison. Is it a sail? A voice reverberates in your head like a thunderclap. The keys must not leave the island. They must not fall into their hands. Help me. Help me, echoes. Time is short. An unbearable buzzing sound now seems stuck in your ears, and your eyes fly open once again. You fall to the ground, exhausted and sickly, cold sweat running down your back. The bluish specter, the ecto, turns and points to the door. Then it vanishes, leaving a trail of glowing radiance shimmering in the air. Force the lock or kick the door down. Agility. I got 3 yellows on agility. But strength, I have, we might not kick the door down because the dwarf does it. It's a much, she's got orange and 3 reds, and she's trained, so it's both solid and open, so she got 3 successes. Should be busting the doors down. More dialogue. This whole video is going to be dialogue. The door gives away to your charge in a very dark underground room, which is illuminated by a phosphorescence that seems unnatural. The bluish glow emerges into the room from off to the side as if it was smoke or diluted ink. And this glow exudes a powerful magical energy. The door flies open suddenly, and a strange figure glares at you. An uncomfortable chill runs through your entire body. This person also wears a mask and a horned headdress, but his appearance is even more fearsome. His exposed skin has a deep reddish hue, almost purple, and his ribs are pierced by jagged pieces of metal. These metallic inlays gleam in the half-light, much like the way his eyes flicker, and several worn brass cowbells hang from his thick mass of shaggy hair. Behind you, an unpleasant noise puts you on highest alert. Corpses have just fallen down from the poison-covered ceiling. As this happens, they let out muffled howls, and you can see that they are dripping with a dark liquid. Although you're almost paralyzed by shock, you take advantage of the fact that you've entered by surprise and launch an attack. All right, it's be fighting time. I'm going to use that up. Okay, I'll just remove the door. It's fine. All right, well, this will be fun. Here, only one of the guys is still hurt one, so I don't know if that's going to matter at all. But we shall see. Alrighty, so turn 1, all my guys go first because I surprised them. I need to get in the room though. If they're here adjacent to the door, I need to bust down. The guards are really good at attacking, man. And they have retaliate. And they reduce damage. They're scary guys. We have our big bad Ormuk go. Upgraded dice. Generate rage. Spend the rage. Attack. So that'll give me, instead of 2 oranges, I'll have 2 reds. We're going to attack that first one. They get, do they have any defense? Yeah, no. They have no defense, so they're just going to take this damage. So Ormuk does 3 to this first one. But he gets a stain in return. So now I know how this works. One of these days, I'll get the rules right. Maybe. So Ormuk gets it's like a little black. You see, he gets a stain. Ew, it's on me. It's on me. He's done. Actually, Ludwin, should I have you go so you can you help? Oh, Ludwin. So she'll do a thing, but all it's really going to let her do is that now, okay, so, wait a minute. So we know the barbarian went, and he's going to go 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to do a thing that decreases her initiative by 1, so she's only going to go 3. So that'll be good. So she'll go again. Okay, so she's going to summon 2. She could use her black cube that won't generate a stain just to fill that in. And then she's also going to improve her initiative by 1. So she too will get to go again. So she'll go right there at the end of her turn. She gets to place 2 of her little fuzzy buddies who I seem to have thrown back into the general bench slot. She can do 1 to 5 spaces. So I'm going to put 1 here. We can't. So this is going to mean that these 3 guys are slowed. So I'll have to remember that. Or I could actually put a slowed token on them and do this the right way. Days. So we'll do the slowed tokens. So, because she just placed them, they get slowed. I guess it's like fairy fire, like the zombies are like chasing it and trying to play with it. And then she's done. Zoka is finally going to go. Zoka. You'll get an upgrade roll, so you'll actually have an orange and a yellow to begin with. I kind of like the thought of, I want you to attack. That's 1 die. I'm going to prove your initiative, and I'm going to have you put out a taunt. So you're going to taunt. Okay, that's because you're focused. So you're going to taunt this one. So this one's both slowed and taunted. Then you're going to do an attack, and you improved your initiative by 1, so you're only going to go back 4. So you'll go back with him. You get to do your upgraded attack, but for your focused, I have to make a successful, I think it's willpower test to maintain my focus. So let's do an attack. I got 1 hit. 1 hit. She's not very good attack. He has no defense though for the Huskarl. Takes 1 point of damage. But I get a stain in return. You have all the stain to deal with. So she gets a stain. You get a stain. Everyone gets a stain. I'm done. So we switch to 4. So both, before the enemies go, both of my, I still have the, it doesn't matter. So Ludwin, you can actually remove stain for us. How hard is it for you to remove stain? It costs, it costs like all 3 cubes. Really? Next week. No, I can do 2. No, I can't. It'll cost me all 3 cubes to remove a stain. That's fine. So she's basically just building out her aura, and then she gets to remove a stain from someone within area range. So she'll remove it from Ormuk, the orc. Let your stain be cleansed. And then she'll go back 4. Yeah, that's fine. Then Nero will get to go. She doesn't need to put any of those out. She could cause an explosion, which would probably be enough to do 1 point. I want to try it. But so I have to do, if I do black here, then she gets to improve a die. She can improve her initiative, and she'll cause one of her little buddies to explode. So she'll cause this one to explode. It'll do 1 point of damage to each of these. So a little floating orb detonates. That'll kill this one. Fragments, that's nice. And then the other husk will also gain a point of damage. I'm assuming since she's I'm not going to give her a stain because she's non-contact. I don't think it makes sense to do it that way. However, she does get 1 stain because of detonating snakes. She's done. She'll fall back. Oh, I improved her initiative 1, so we've gone up here. So she falls back 4. So she's actually at 7. Then it's the bad guy's turn. We'll do the husks first. Behavior. They want to target the highest fatality, which is fine. Distance 2 to 3. So they're 1 away. They're just going to I'm gonna have her be able to attack through the door diagonal. So attack the dwarf. He's going to do an assault. The assault is just a it's a move attack, but highest vitality 1 attack. Okay. Orange dice. 1 hit. Versus the dwarf. The dwarf blocked. Doesn't gain stain. That one's done. I'll go back 4. So I'll slip it back under her there. These guys, which I'm really scared of. Go next. Guards. Behavior. They are 1, 2 away. Highest fatality attacks. So they're gonna move. And they got a switch on there. So they got a couple odd things going on. So we're going to have to see how this works. So they have a red and a black to attack with. And I might become frightened, depending on how this goes. Oh, this guy was slowed. So he actually goes to 9. Sorry, well, we're going to go ahead and move these guys because they're going to go to 9 as well. Doesn't matter too much yet. And then we'll take the slow markers off. The taunt marker would fall off. Those. This has to be this thing though. Floaty. Highest vitality. Okay. So let's just do the attack. That's technically the Ormuk Nation attack. He's looking for solid stars. He got it, but he does have a switch. But the switch doesn't fire because it's the wrong symbol. So you got 1 hit. Ormuk is by the dwarf, so he gets to upgrade his defense. His defense is 2 black, so he'll roll a black and a blue. Blocks it. Then he has to make a willpower check because these guys are super scary. Red and orange. Makes it. The dwarf had to make a willpower check as well to maintain her focus state. Someone go. Sorry. Are you still focused? This is right. Yeah. Yeah, she's fine. But I think I moved. This is her top. Oh no, I still have it on her. Let's put it right here. So she's still focused. So he did that. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do all this diagonal type attack because otherwise this just gets weird. We'll attack the dwarf, the other guard. So the other guard has red and black. It doesn't have the upgrade, but it does. The open star, this open one is counted as 2 hits, so it adds 2 to the attack. She's got 3 defense. She counts one of those open as a regular. So she blocks 1. She takes 1. And then she rolls for her willpower to see because she now might be scared. So she made it. Okay. That's those guys. So then we go to 5. So it's going to be... Let's have Ormuck go. I attack. Upgrade both dice to red. Attack him. He will get to attack me back with an orange. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my armor. My armor is upgraded to a black and a blue. So I hit him. Put a bleed on him. I think I'm going to put a bleed. And I got 1 defense. His attack back. All right, so it's 2 damage back because it's going to activate its switch for on a retaliate. I roll a die. I block 1, so I'm going to take 1 damage. It will also take 1 damage and a bleed. So I'm going to put 1. So it gets 1 damage and a bleed. So I put a bleed, so it'll do at least 1 more damage. So he's done, and he'll go back 4. So he'll get to go again on top of the enemy since they were slowed. Zoka, I kind of want you to destroy the other big bad, but it'd be nice to downgrade. You got 3 cubes. You could taunt and downgrade those guys' dice. So it would be a orange and a black instead. But I can also improve my initiative and just taunt 1 attack. I think... Oh, you're still focused. Let's do that. We're going to improve my initiative by 1, so I'm going to move you back to 4. I'll be good. I'm going to taunt, and I'm going to attack, because you're still focused. I will attack the black goo guy, the husk. I'm focused, so it's going to be orange and yellow. Just 1 point of damage to the husk. And then she's done, but you did put sorry, there's a taunt on this one's bleeding. Then we go to Nera. Yeah, let's do it this way. Black cube, place a new one, blow shit up. Shift. All right, so she'll put another one of these guys down, which will automatically make all 3 of them slowed. Oh, I need to check if my dwarf kept her focused or not. Shit. So all 3 are slowed. I'm going to put this down. And then I'm going to blow it up, which will give me another stain. Hopefully I'll get a chance. She'll remove 1 automatically during the phase. That'll do 1 point of damage to all 3. So Husk gets 1. And then each of the guards will get 1. Oh, I did this wrong. There's only 1 guard. Sorry, it should have just been 1. It's fine. We'll make it 1. That's a lot nicer. So it blew up, did a bunch of damage. She's done. She gets displaced. She had +1 initiative, so she goes up that way. Then she goes back 4, so she'll go right here. Goes to Ludovin turn. Ludovin, you've got your aura fully up. Let's... we're going to do the whole thing about removing stain again. And then I will also supercharge my initiative, so I'll go back 3. I'll remove Zoka's stain. We'll go back 3. 1, 2, 3. And then she could upgrade a die, but she's not going. That doesn't really help her, so she's done. All right, so we'll do the orc. We'll do Ormuck. Same thing again. 2 red dice. He's gonna rage, spend the rage, and then upgrade as one of his dice, and then this attack. So he gets, I guess it doesn't really help me to do 2. Oh, I guess technically this is 3 hits. Defense. So that thing gets to retaliate first of all. So it missed its retaliate, but it did hit me back for 1. So I'll take another point of damage. I do 3 to it. It'll reduce. I'll ignore 1, so I only do 2. So guard will take 2. Okay, and then he goes back 4. Then Zoka will go. Zoka, I do want you to attack, so you're gonna have 1 feet out. I'm gonna do +1 to keep your initiative up. And I'll put on another taunt token back on. We have a taunt token. I'll put it on him. So now there's 3 because they haven't gone yet. I've been slowing them down and speeding my guys up. So on the husk, I'll put 1 on the husk. So now they all have it. And then she'll attack. She sped up 1 before she goes back 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. She attacks with a upgraded dice. She gets 2 hits, and that's it. So she got 2 hits against the husk. The husk has no defense. But sustain. So these 2, these 2 go away. So then the guard will go. So we just have this guy. The guard will attack Ormuk. The guard he's downgraded because of Lorca intimidating him, so he'll lose that. Words that away. Back. He's slowed, so I'm gonna go ahead and move him 5. And then he'll lose the slow status. And he's also bleeding. So we'll just remove all those things because he'll take 1 point. We're going to do that right now so I don't forget. So he'll take 1 point from bleeding. Then that will go away. He attacks Ormuk. He's got a downgrade because of his taunting tautness. And he doesn't do anything. Check falls on his behavior. He does have a switch that he can spend though, and he will do 2 damage actually. Ormuk, you have upgraded dice. You take 2 damage because you didn't block anything. You have 5 damage on you. Getting a little serious. We're going to try to see if I can heal you a little bit. And you have to roll to see if you're frightened. So it's a red and an orange for willpower. You're fine. So you're not frightened. Great. And then it goes to Neya's. I want you to kind of cleanse yourself, but you need to be able to attack. Let's improve your initiative again. So you'll go back 3. Yeah, you'll go back 3. And then we'll drop your other 2 guys down. So he becomes slowed again. Then we go to Ludovin. Ludovin is... I really want her to heal. So she's going to remove the stain from Zoka, or she removed from Zoka. And then she's going to give focused to, oh, that's what I removed before. So both the 2 big fighters, Zoka and Ormuk, kept focused. She did boost her initiative, so she'll only go back 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do man, if Orma gets hurt, who's almost down? I need him to switch up positions. He gets a free move. He's going to rage and displace twice. So he's gonna put 2 rage on him. He's basically gonna move back here. So that he's kind of one away from her. That way she can move up. And then when she attacks, she can heal him. Let's see if he retains his focus, which he might lose. He retains it. Then he'll move back 4. Zoka will attack this one. She'll keep him taunted. Downgrade his dice. He is slowed already. She will boost her initiative again, so she only falls back 4. 4. And she will attack. So she gets an orange and a yellow. He's going to get an orange, attack her back. So we'll roll for armor with her shield. So she gets, it won't matter with him because he's going to minus her damage anyway. But she gets 2. He has a black armor. So he doesn't block anything. And he does 2 damage back. But she'll block 1 and just take 1. So they basically do 1 to each other. And then we got to see if she is frightened. So no, that's on his attack. She's done. So she dropped back. Nera, you can't cleanse yourself either unless you attack. But what I could do, I get a free move, so I could move, attack, spend another 1 to move back, and 1 to improve my initiative and not worry about anything. So you only fall back 3. And that basically means I get to come up here, attack, and then jump back. So that's just what I want to do. So there's her attack. She has 2 hits. Doesn't get to cleanse herself. That's fortunate. And then he gets 1 defense. He doesn't. And then he gets to attack back. He doesn't. So she's only going to do 1 though because of his special defensive abilities. She's done. It'll go to 4. So it'll be Ludvin and then him. Ludvin will get her free move up. She wants to attack and she wants to upgrade her dice. I don't need to build my aura, so I'll do this and then attack. So I will go back 3, so I'll go there. She does upgrade her dice, so it's orange and yellow. She gets to heal twice, which is great. So she will heal Orma because she had 2 exclamation points, so she can trigger from her special ability as well as her staff. And then she got 2 hits, so he gets to attack back and defense. He does hit her for 1. He doesn't block anything. Her defense is upgraded because she's right by her buddy. So she rolls Flash Blue. She blocks back. So he takes 1, which will kill him. Okay. And I can drop all these. Combat's over. And then we'll move the characters up. I'm just going to get rid of this hall to make it easier. And then we're going to do the treasure chest first, I guess. Let's not do hand by it. So we're going to do it like that. Check out the treasure chest. It's an old abandoned chest. It's covered in mold. A long forgotten chest lies by the wall. The humidity here has warped the wood, which will make it easier to open. Pick the lock, break the chest. Why would we just... mean, I guess I could dismantle the hinges. My intelligence. I mean, let's just dismantle it. It's fine. So, 2 successes. You open the chest. Sun nettle. Bunch of sun nettle. And it's gone. Kind of wouldn't mind a special item. Just say in game. Special item. All right, and then we'll head over here. Check out this special interaction token. There's an animal footprint. You could follow its tracks. The animal tracks lead you to some fallen rocks. It appears that whatever little creature you were following had chewed open a gap and went through the wall. You may find some useful material here. Perception. So again, that'll be an orange and 2 yellows. That's my highest perception. I could do a red. No, we need to do a red and a yellow. Because a red is almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. I got 1. Not enough. I do not find. Second time I failed this game. Second time. I remove the interaction marker. Okay, let's have these guys check out the expiration marker. Is a door that the spirit opened. Oh, okay, so the glowy spirit opened a door for me. More dialogue. I hope you like dialogue. I hope you like the sound of my voice. This room that's carved into the rock has an ancient appearance about it. Its imposing columns are sculpted directly into the stone and rise dramatically, creating a balance between the organic and the artificial. The air here seems alive with magical energy. It almost seems you could reach out and touch it. But the fascination that this architecture inspires is overshadowed by the urgency of the moment. Several echoes are locked in combat against the corpses covered in black rot. At the back of the room, a figure dressed in elegant robes has their arm raised. Hello. They have one of the echoes primed against the wall with reddish beams of light that extend from their fingers. The echo has her arm closed tightly over her chest and seems to be holding an unseen something. The figure turns to look at you and you see that they are a very young half-elf with long dark hair marked with a streak of white. Black spots spread over their skin, contorting as if they had a life of their own. The same black stain runs across their nose, their eyes, their mouth, and their neck. A mask hangs from their clothes. This has to be Samara Dithian. The young half-elf flattens themselves against the wall when they see you, almost about to lower their arm. Their whole body trembles as they speak to you. Who are you? How dare? How did you? A lot of questions for... All right. Combined test, charisma. I have to respond to her. Combined charisma. All right. Well, let's see here. I got 2 yellows, 2 more yellows, an orange, 2 more oranges, 2 more yellows. Looks like all the yellows. It's all the yellows. We got this 3, 4 with a bunch of exclamation points. Nobody's like, oh, she is. I guess I should have rolled her separately, but we didn't get any orange open stars, so it doesn't matter. So 4. To gain time and advantage over the half-elf and their reanimated allies, you speak in a tone that's calm, but stern enough to put real fear in. You accuse them for the disappearance and murder of the dwarves of Company 21 and a slew of other deaths. You then assure them that their unnatural activities are about to come to an end right here and now. The characters reduce their initiative by 1 when placed on the initiative tracker. Samara grits her teeth in calling out for his reanimated allies. Husks, slay these intruders. Several of the corpses are advancing you with the weapons raised. In the background, the echo that Samara is holding convulses. All right, I have to prevent the 3 echoes from being destroyed. Place the event marker as indicated, event 1. That's event 1. I think that goes here. All right, so I think we got the board set up. So we got the 2 units of husks. These are the two statuesque kings. I know they look like they're about ready to join me. They have like really big swords. And then this is Samara, who can do magical ranged attacks. Ormuk's gonna go first. He's got 2 rages on him, so he is going to, I think instead I'm going to upgrade, gain a rage, spend a rage, and then just that gives me 2. That way I still have rage on me. I could actually, if I really wanted to put this husk down quickly, let's try it. Let's give up one of my defense dice. The husk are attack the one, oh no, I shouldn't, because I don't have much vitality left. So we'll just do 2 red versus the husk. It has no defense. I do 2 hits. So we'll just say it's husk 1 there. Takes 2 damage. I get a stain back because that's what husks do. Let me make sure these husks haven't changed their behaviors. Oh, I don't get a stain back on these ones. Glad I've been doing this right. So I do 2 damage. He's done, so he's going to go back 4. So he'll go back to 7. Oh, I got to trigger the special event. Event 1, sorry. Yes. So there should have been the special event that was on the board first before going to my turn. So we'll do that now. The enemy slams his weapon down on the figure of light. It glows, flickers, and dims. She falls to her knees, and before she can get up, the reanimate corpse angrily strikes again. The blue light now wildly flashes white. The statue pieces that are floating about her body fall to the ground with a sickening thud. The light rises to the ceiling, circling several times, and finally falls on the altar. The debris from the ground flock to it, reincorporates into her body. The newly formed spectre raises her weapon, ready to continue the fight. I'm a little confused about the scenario, but I have to put a unit of echo in the space adjacent to the altar 109. So we'll just do that. I'm assuming they were destroyed and reincorporated. I don't know, but that's what we'll do for now. It still says there's an event 1, but it doesn't really indicate okay, so I'm not really sure what to do with that. But we're just going to keep going. All right. So Ludvin's going to go next. She's got her aura up. I would like to give out focus if I can. I don't really want her to go down her initiative, but she could attack. You know. I want to heal badly, so I need to attack. I mean, I can waste this, so I don't get any like initiative change. So she's gonna upgrade her die, and she's gonna attack. So she gets orange again, orange and yellow. She has 1 hit, and she can heal. So she'll heal Ormuk, and she'll do 1 more damage against the husk. Same one that Ormuk hit. And then she goes back 4. Nayla needs to put out her, can she see? Can't see. She's gonna, she's blocked. It doesn't say she needs line of sight to place her orbs, so that's good. She's gonna do that. This doesn't do anything, but I could still do a, yeah, I'm just going to put down my little spheres. So she'll put 1 here, which is going to trigger slow on 3 of the guys. Or all 4 of these guys are going to be slowed, so I'll just have to remember that. And she'll put another 1 here to slow down all this. And then she's done. She drops back 4. 4. We go right to the next one. It's going to be me and Samara, or Zoka and Samara. Zoka's also injured. I forgot about that. She wants to attack. So she gets to do, she's actually going to subtract 1 from hers. I am doing this right one now because it's -1. So she'll go from 4 to 3. Then she's going to attack. I am doing the whole boost, so I get to use hollow as successes, which is good because then I got 1, but the 2 exclamation points I can spend for a second one, so 2 hits on that same husk. Kills it. So she kills this one. And then she advances 5. Samara. To what Samara's behavior is. She is 5 to 6 away, right? 4, 5, 6 away. She'll approach 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she'll do a magical attack. Her magical attack is 2 oranges. She'll target the highest vitality. The only person she can see is Zoka. She wants solids. She's got 2 hits. For each open one, she puts a stain on herself. Zoka's magical resistance is a blue. It's a blue. So she gets to resist this. She rolled a shield. So she blocks 1, takes 1. Samara, if she's 1 plus, if she's basically adjacent to an echo, she destroys it. So she destroyed that one. It reconstituted here. This one technically is still here. I'm just kind of moving around. That's where the event's at. And then at the end of her activation, she's going to add another one of these stains to herself for charge. She's done. Or they're done. Samara's done. Samara is slowed. So we'll go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The husks will go. This husk will attack Zoka. The husk has an orange. It's looking for 1 hit. Zoka has 2 blacks and a blue. So we'll just roll all together. Husk doesn't do anything. This one and this one are going to both attack the echo. Echo at closest ranged. And then, but they do a regular attack. So let's see if they're actually going to hit. So, the open exclamation point automatically destroys the echo. Right, so they would have destroyed another. Yes. The husk corner of the luminous silhouette against the wall, and the black poison that sustains her body quickly begins to envelop it, extinguishing its luminosity. With a couple of dimming blinks, the remains of the statue appear out of the dark mass, but all traces of the animating lights are gone. I've remove the echo miniature from this scenario. So one of them's gone. I'm really confused about how the echoes are supposed to be used for this scenario. But we'll keep playing them. All right. So they're both going to be, they're slowed, so they're going to go 4. So we'll go 7. Is he healed up? I want Ormuk to go and move up. It's not the dwarf. So yeah, I actually want the Ormuk He'll be surrounded by bad guys if I do this, but maybe that's okay. Yeah, Ormuk's going to get his free move in, so he's going to move 2. Samara has a lot of life. I think I should try to finish out the husk. So I'll do the same thing I've been doing. So I get 2 red, then husk, 3 hits. So that means that 1 husk. It's 3 damage. Then he's done. So he'll go back 4. I think Ludvin is going to go up into this corner on our free move. So 1, 3, diagonal into there. She wants to attack. She wants to upgrade. And then normally she would... Normally she would expand her aura, but she doesn't need to because she already has 3. So 1, 2, 3. And who do I want to heal? She will reduce her aura by 1 to boost one of her dice, and then she boosts her other dice normally, so she'll get 2 orange. She'll have to attack Samara. She got 2 hits and not a heal, so she got 2 hits. Samara's got a black and a blue for defense. And Samara blocked both. So Ludi's done. She goes back 4. And, Nera will go. Nera, you could. Oh, wait, a way to do. I think I want you to attack and move. What's your movement? 3? I don't really leave you much options unless I'm going to put you right against the bad guy, which would probably be fine. What's the dwarf's movement? 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, Nera, we're going to put you there for your free move. I want to attack. I would like to upgrade dice. I can reactivate the slow. That'd be good. And then that's all I will do. Where's my, okay, so you're sitting on it. That's good. So she'll do a magical attack. She's going to upgrade, so she'll get 2 oranges. She will be able to cleanse 1. Great. And then she'll be able to do 1 attack. Samara has green. Actually, I'm going to do it against the husk, so I just do 1 against the husk. She's done. She goes back for... We go to 8. So, Zoka is going to move like this. Attack. Well, I'm going to attack first and try to finish out the husk and then move. So she's going to do 1 for her attack. So she's actually going to go back 6 this time, which is unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to there. But she will get 1 attack, and she's going to put... she's intimidating Samara. She's attacking the husk. So the husk gets 2 yellow attacked. That is 2 hits. The husk. So the husk dies. Then she'll move here. All right. Then we have Samara again. Highest vitality. She'll attack the orc. She gets to upgrade. She adds. Oh, she automatically gets 2 successes plus 2 orange dice. So it's 2 more successes. So that's 4 hits. The orc is standing by his buddy, so he gets an orange and a blue. Yeah. So he blocks 1. takes 3 points, which is unfortunate, so he goes to 5 damage. Samara's will gain another stain. She goes down 3. 1, 2, 3, so she'll be this big stack. Then the husks go. They're gonna try to assault this. Man, there's like no way I can protect these things. They're gonna try to assault that one. So they both roll their attacks. They basically, to kill it, they need open exclamation points, which they didn't get. So that one is still there, and they're fighting it, trying to take it out. Then they delay 4. Then we go to see if this works. Round 2. The app's round marker also is not very clear. But I got us on round 2, so I'm good to go. Okay. So I kind of want Auric. I kind of want to kill these guys and then worry about Samara. So yeah, it's fine. So Auric's gonna move here. So with his free movement. I'm thinking about spending 2 rages and taking one of his defense, because he'll still attack him because he's the highest. 3, that's fine. He's going to attack. He gets 2 red versus the husk. 2 damage. He's done. He moves back 4. Ludovin will go. Ludovin's also going to move 3. She's going to move around here. She's going to attack the same husk. She'll Ludovin, what are you going to do though? You're going to upgrade your die. You're going to regain one of your healing or one of your auras. And you'll go ahead and use an aura. So that means I roll 2 oranges. A hit and 1 healing, so she'll heal Ormuk up to 4, or 1, so he's at 4. And then she hit twice, but she also triggered her. Did she trigger? No, she hit twice, so that one husk takes 2 more. And then she moves back 4. Then Nayara is also going to move 3 for free movement. Which does that one have? It only has 1. I could blow up my. I want to reactivate slow. Upgrade dice, do an attack. And I guess also make it a bit quicker. So I'm going to go back 3. 1. And then, so she gets an attack with an upgraded dice. And gets 2 oranges. She'll attack the same one. 2 hits. So she'll kill this husk. So that one dies. It's now Samara's turn. She's going to target. She is line of sight to him. Magical attack. She might actually put him down. I'm a little scared because she's going to have 3. She's going to have 3 stars for each. So she automatically has 3 hits because she has so much stain on her. That's 5 hits. He's got a blue and black. So he takes 4. That makes him unconscious. Okay, so he falls. And then she goes back. Samara activated her slowness again, so it's still slowed. So we're going to go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go to the husk. The husk will attempt to attack the fragment again. Doesn't do anything. So Husk is done. Husk will go back 4. We got has. All right, so I'm gonna use. I don't think it's an action to. I'm gonna use a special equipment card, Panacea, which will let me automatically recover Ormac. So it's a one-use thing. Ormac comes back. I don't recover. I don't get a consequence card. So normally, if you're unconscious, you get a consequence card. But you do. I do need to flip your token showing that you did fall conscious. So you're back. And then what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna, I guess, attack the big bad, or do I want to move? I think I want to move because I really want to kill these husks first. They're no longer taunted. So I'll move for free. And then we'll just do the thing so my initiative doesn't go down as far, and I get the count open stars as successes. So that's 2 plus 2 exclamation. So that's actually do 3 points of damage to the husk. Oh, you know what? Husks do have a defense. I've been doing this wrong. Doesn't matter. Still took 3. She's done. She will go back 4. Nayra. I want 1 dice to attack. We'll reactivate the slow effect. It'll speed you up, so you only go back 3. And you attack with an upgraded dice. That's fine. It will attack the... Well, I can't see the husk, so I'll have to attack Samara. It's 2 oranges. 2 hits. That's all I got. 2 hits. 2 hits. She has a green for defense. She does not block anything on her defense. She actually takes 2 points of damage. And then I go back. I modified mine by nothing. So I go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Samara does have slow, so let's just put token on mine. I go to 5. So Ludwin is let's try to finish off this husk. So she's gonna get a free move. She'll basically do the same thing she did before. Upgrade, rebuild her aura, her free move, and an attack. So she'll get 2 yellow dice versus the 1 black defense. She got 1 hit plus an exclamation point, so she can heal, and she got an open... Oh, she actually got 2 hits and an exclamation point. She'll use the exclamation point to heal 1 off of Zoka. A husk will take 2 points. There. So now, for the most part, I just have to worry about Samara. So let's get rid of these husk cards. But she's going to be terrible. So she's done. She goes back 4. He is angry because she knocked him unconscious. I get my free move, so I'm going to move up to her. Which may or may not... Actually, I'm going to move here so I get the defense bonus. She'll be adjacent to me. I'm going to do upgrade, rage. No, upgrade, rage. Upgrade a dice, rage, attack. Then I'll spend my rage to upgrade a die. There's 2 reds. 2 hits. Samara has, I think, a blue and a black. She blocks 1. She blocks both. Fortunate. He's done. He goes back 4. Samara's turn. Samara's going to attack the one with the highest vitality, which will be Ormux. She's going to do 3 automatically with 2 oranges. She got 4 hits. Everyone else. 4. He gets our blue and a black. He doesn't block anything. So he takes 4 points of damage. She's done. She's slowed, so she's going to go back 4. The bad guy is out. So we'll go to 8. We'll go ahead and do Nera. She needs to balance. So she'll upgrade a dice. She'll continue the slowness. So he can't go. And then, yeah, she'll minus 1 her initiative and attack. So she'll only go back 3. And she attacks. So orange and yellow. Oh, sorry. 2 oranges. 2 hits and 2 exclamations. She can cleanse herself. And she gets 2 hits on them. They get a green, 1 shield, so they take 1. And then Zolka. Zolka needs to move up. 1, 2. Yeah, it's slowed again. Zolka needs to do... That's fine. We're going to do this. So we're going to attack Taunt to lower their attack. And then Zolka is going to end up moving like 6 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But she gets her attack. Her attack is 2 yellows. She does 2 hits. Get it to black and blue. Damage. Okay. She's done. Ormuk, same thing. 2 reds. Just gonna do the same type of attack he always does. I don't think there's really 2 hits. Blocks. Wow. They're really just blocking Ormuk all the time. Ormuk drops 4. Even you really need to heal him. 1, 2. This is fine. So upgraded dice. I'm gonna spend an aura to upgrade. So both my dice will be upgraded. I will then get the aura back because I'm gonna spend it on one of these orange cubes. So my attack goes from 2 yellow to 2 orange. I really need to get some exclamation points so I can heal. I got 1 exclamation point and 1 attack. So that's it, right? No. She'll heal Ormuk 1. She'll do 1 versus Samara. Samara rolls. Doesn't get any defense, so Samara takes 1. Halfway down. And then Ludovin falls 4. Then we go to Samara. Samara will still attack Ormuk. I don't understand Samara's. I'm assuming the stain stays on, which is weird because she'll build up stain like super quick and she'll reach her 3 and then she just does 3 bonus damage every time. But then a lot of her stuff becomes useless on the card. So in some ways, it feels like it's supposed to be add an attack for each stain and then remove the stain. Like she's supercharging her magic into it. But we'll see. We'll just roll it where it's 3 automatic attacks and do 2 oranges. I don't understand Samara's card. If anybody else is watching this, play this game, Samara confuses me. So it's a magical attack, 5 damage, and actually it's magical resistance. So he only has a 1 black. I've been rolling that wrong. But I haven't really been rolling well either way. If I reduce by 1, which I haven't been doing either, so it's going to be 4 because he reduces damage. So 4, so he has 1 life left. Samara slows. Samara will go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to the next turn. Nera will basically do the same thing. So she's only go back 3. And she gets a boosted attack. I do 1. Nira has a green. She blocks. Oh, they block. She's done. Okay, so let's do the rage machine. So Ormuk will go. Same thing like he's been doing. He's gonna go down otherwise. I might. Whoop, that was next. Okay, so I have 1, and I could put a bleed stat. So then Samara gets her defense. She doesn't block anything. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 damage. Well, she's got bleed, so she's gonna take 1. Or they're gonna take 1. Then we'll put the bleed on them, so at the end of their turn, they'll take another 1. And then he's gonna move around, and then I'm assuming Samara's just gonna stay. Actually, let's go back. Let's have her move up. He'll move around. We'll still block. I'm assuming she's just gonna stay there. I don't know how else to do it. So goes back 4. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I just have to face the consequences and keep him there. Like, the NPC would probably follow him just to keep him. Okay. So then Ludwig will go. Ludwig will do the same thing that Ludwig's been doing, which is spend an order to upgrade my damage dice. I'll get another upgrade because of my orange cubes, so that'll give me 2 oranges. I'll get another aura back, and I'll do 1 for attack. That's 2 hits with no healing against block of 1, so that'll be 1 more point of damage. Ludwig's done, moves 4. Oh, intimidation's still up. That's good. So I didn't use that last time. That should have or it should have 1 more health back because of the Zoka's ability. That would have reduced by 1. All right, Zoka, you need to do intimidate again and attack. So you're gonna put another intimidate. You're gonna go back 6. So you have done your 6. So Zoka, you get your attack. It's not upgraded. You do 1 point versus blue-black. Blocked. But you did put your token on, which was great because that'll be -1. Zoka, you're going to do same thing. So it'll be 2 oranges versus a green. Let's roll all at once. You do nothing versus nothing. Oh, you know what? Zoka, no, it's real stain. I'm sorry, Nera. So Nera's done. She moves back 4. 4, or did I just? Okay. Samara, you're probably going to kill him because it's going to be 3 plus 2 orange. It's 4. He gets just black. He gets nothing. You're going to be -1 because of this. So it's 3. -1 because he takes -1 damage. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So you knock him down again. So you will have a consequence card after this. Then you go back 4 because you're slowed in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You also take 1 plus 1 damage for bleeding. It's off. We go to Ludovin. Do I just keep attacking? Samara has 3 life left. The wizard could fail if Ludovin doesn't pick him up. I get a free move. I can spend a die to recover. I can spend a die to attack. So let's do this. Let's spend a die. Recover, attack, upgrade. So we'll do the attack first. So the attack's going to be 1 upgraded dice. Does 1 hit and 2 healing, which will heal Zolka. Let's see if the 1 goes through. It does not. Then move here, do recovery. So I'll need to draw a consequence card. Sacrifice 1 of your special ability tokens. Okay, so he's got an old wound now and loses 1 of his rage tokens. He'll attack Samara, doing his same thing he's done before. That's 1 hit and 2 exclamation. So it's 2 hits plus bleed. Samara will wear her defense, or their defense, no defense, takes 2 damage. And is going to die from that bleed at the end of their turn. He's done. He goes back. All these are both going to be like 4. All right. Now you just need to end this. So we want to upgrade your dice. We're going to attack. You know what we could do is we could just blow something up because you're going to recover automatically. Let's just, you know what? No, she's just going to blow up the floating thing that he's been sitting on the entire time, which will just do a point of damage and kill Samara. Or there. Ah. Woo! Samara kneels on the ground, trying to catch their breath. When they raise their head to look at you, you plainly see the fear of their face. Blood trickles down their chin, and their finger trembles as they clumsily wipe it away. They stand up, arms outstretched, and the marks on their skin flash red. Garnet threads sprout from his fingertips, reaching into the fallen bodies and reanimated, lifting them again. Limbs, bones, sinews snap back into place, a most frightful sight. The husks continue their macabre dance as the dark poison that animates them rains down upon you. As a newly animated husk bear down on you, Samara slips through one of the doors carved into the wall, disappearing into the darkness. All characters adjacent receive 1 stain. Just 2 of them. Before the Dwarven Warrior can get a stain, they get to resist it. They do, so Samara doesn't. All right, so Samara's gone. I'm sorry, Zolka doesn't receive the stain because the Zolka resisted it. These tokens are gone. Plane of husks. Okay, so all characters have to make a willpower test. Is that willpower? Okay, so all right. So Nera's frightened. Zolka's frightened. Ledvin's fine. Formuck is fine. Okay. It's a long quest. We're going to move this out of the way because I don't think this is the whole thing. So they're right there. This goes away. I'm guessing it's a whole new, maybe not. I'm going to put the husks. They're not going to go for a while. They're going to go on. We'll just use this for husk. The husks are going to go on 4. That was Nera's action. She would have gained 1 stain from blowing up the thing. Then she goes back 4. So now we go to Zolka. Zolka's just gonna attack. Zolka's frightened. Zolka will remove 1 of her defense. She's gonna do the thing where she won't go back as many. She'll only go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she upgrades, so her attack dice are both the open and closed. So she gets 2, It's 3 damage against the one, and it has no defense, so it's going to take 3 damage. We're just going to try to steamroll these guys. Ormuk's going to do so. Oh, Zoka needed to see if she can make a willpower to drop her frightened stage. She does. Ormuk's going to attack. He does 2 reds. He'll do the same thing he always does. He gets 2 plus. He'll just do 3 damage. Doesn't matter. He'll kill this one. So this one dies. He goes back 4. Ledvin's gonna go 1, 2, 3. That way it can't move. Well, I guess it could stealth about. Ledvin's going to upgrade a dice, attack, and spend and build her aura again. So then she gets both upgraded dice. So it's 2 oranges. She gets 1 hit and a bunch of exclamation points where she can heal, but nobody needs healing. So just 1 hit. Blocks. Then she'll go back 4. Then Neira's going to go. Neira's going to move, so that way this husk can't get away and attack any of these things. Neira's going to, she's frightened, so she'll take away 1 of her attack dice, which is fine. Wait. Yeah. She'll upgrade her 1 dice. She'll actually, you know what? She's just going to generate. She's not even going to do anything. She's just going to generate another one of these. She technically pops 2, so we'll just move this one down and move it here. She could still attack, so she'll attack. Actually, I can do it this way and that way. She loses a die, so she'll just be 1 orange. She got 1 hit versus, and she removed the 1 stain. So she does 1 point. I feel like the bad guy was running away and just throwing these things at me. She went back 4. Zoka will now go. Zoka's going to effectively do the same thing as before. And gets 1, so she'll get both open and closed. So she's got 1 hit. It doesn't block. Then it goes, the husk will attack. Well, this is weird. It can't, approach 4. So it has approach, which I'm guessing it means it just moves out and doesn't do anything. It'll move back 3, 4. So then we go to Ormuk. We'll just turn around, move 1 for this free movement. Do the same thing he's been doing. So he can generate 2 reds. He hits it 3 times. It rolls a block. It blocks 1, but takes 2. It's almost dead. Ormuk goes 4. Ludvin will go 1, 2, 3. Make an attack. She'll do the same thing to upgrade both her dice. 1 hit, 1 heal. Nothing needs healing. It gets 1 defense. Doesn't. It dies. Entry complete. Maybe. End of the scenario. Thanks to you finishing off the husks, the echoes are gradually gaining more strength and the illumination they give off increases. They become beams of light so pure that you have to avert your eyes. The blast of light causes the husk bodies to turn to ash. The black trail they leave behind vanishes almost instantly. The room for a moment seems to regain its former splendor as if those who once walked the floors are present once again. The echoes float before you and the one that was imprisoned by Samara moves a little closer. In her arm she holds an object that shines with an unnatural glimmer. The spirit holds it out to you and you hear the voice that spoke to you before again in your head. Reclaim the keys. They must not leave the island. No one must know that you have them. I now entrust them to you. The brilliant light that keeps the statue floating fades and the echoes disappear. The pieces of rock that they had formed around fall to the floor, and suddenly the room becomes black and silent. You don't want to risk any more nasty surprises, so you decide that this is as a sign as any to get back to Hawthorne Point as quickly as possible. You do not know what or to whom that voice belonged, but something suggests to you that it is better to heed its words. So hiding the artifact as best you can, you make your way back, unable to avoid the quick glance over your shoulder from time to time. As soon as the ruins become one with the forest, once again, almost as if they've never been there at all. Quest complete! That was a long quest. Quest complete. That was a lot longer narrative than I was expecting. Because the first quest seemed really quick. There wasn't too much narrative I had to read through. That was a lot of narrative. I like this game. I like the tactics. The one thing that frustrates me a bit is some of the instructions and the cards are not clear. There could be a little bit more clarity on like Samara. Maybe that it is supposed to, she just tears up to 3, or they tear up to 3 staying right away. Like that, but it kind of feels like maybe it's supposed to be like a resource. I don't know. I hope I did that right. And then the whole interaction with the special event, I think what is ultimately supposed to happen is all the husks. Now that I've played it, if you're going to play this, I think all the husks will target the 2. It said 3, but it only gives you 2 to put on the board. It's like the statues. They'll target them if they can, and basically they'll kill them on a empty exclamation point. They just kill them. So you have to deal with them as quickly as possible. So I think I did that pretty okay. I think I got most of the rules down now after 2 games, but it is a complex game. I do like it. I think it's a lot of fun. And then during the sequence at the end where I go back to Hawthorne, I can do a bunch of stuff. Like I can remove a stain here. And I heal them. I heal the consequence for Ormok, so he doesn't have it for next game. But maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be too, is because the consequences are supposed to rack up, so it's very difficult. And you can remove 1 consequence, but if you have 3, the characters can't do the next adventure, so then you have to switch to your play mode. I am curious to see where this is going with Samara. Samara got away, threw those husks at me. There's definitely something much more severe happening and I'm curious to see where that goes. I think it's 11 quests for this, so we'll have to see what happens. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you at the next quest.